WorldSBN presents tech and innovation in sports. Global experts will be presenting groundbreaking technologies they have been working with, in which are impacting the wide world of sports. So please let's welcome Avi Polak. He's the Chief Commercial Officer at IQONIQ. So first of all, I appreciate your time, Avi. And if you want to make a short introduction about yourself and tell us what problems, what solutions IQONIQ are helping in the sports industry.
Well, first of all, thank you, Luiz, for having me on your podcast, on your program. Um, I can start off with, a few years ago, uh, I could hear an echo. I can hear an echo.
I'm good.
Um,
I'm hearing well and seeing well.
okay. Hi, Luiz. Thank you very much for having me on your podcast, on your program, to talk a little bit about, how I got into sports. A few years ago, we decided to take a look and see exactly what were the challenges facing sports. We reached out to about 100 different clubs, uh, today about 150 different clubs, and just basically asked them what were the challenges that they were going through today. And if I were to take a look at all the answers that we received, we saw that there was a common problem all sports. It didn't make a difference if you were a team sports like baseball, basketball, football, or if you were a single athlete sport, golf, tennis, or even wrestling. There was three major elements, three major challenges to all these different sports entities. First challenge was fan engagement. A few years ago, everyone was talking, it was a buzzword, everyone was talking about fan engagement. Um, the second element was rewards, loyalty, incentives, something that would drive that engagement. And the last element was how do we make money? How do we monetize the fans? And if I take a look, what we did is we created a solution which focuses on all three of those elements. And that's basically that's how we got into sports.
Perfect, perfect. So I saw on Iconic website you are developing a VR AR technology to the market. Can you anticipate something for us?
Yes, so we have, like any good product, we have some amazing partners. We're working with a partner now to provide a kind of like a virtual experience as if you're actually at the stadium. The viewer or the fans can be anywhere in the world, can be in Tokyo, Moscow, or Mexico City. You put on the VR goggles, put your phone into the goggles, and you become the camera. So you get the best seat in the house. And the same way that if you're at a stadium and you're watching the game, you could look left, you could look right, you follow the ball. You could do the exact same thing using our technology. You really feel like you're part of that game using that technology. Working with some of the biggest partners in the world today, and we already have approval to install this camera system in about 16 different arenas starting from next year.
That's amazing. So Iconic is on the headlines on the sports news from La Liga to McLaren Racing partnership. Would we imagine that a couple months ago?
No, to be completely honest, it's like living in a dream. Uh, the coronavirus, COVID-19, has introduced so many new opportunities for us as far as fan engagement is concerned. We've been always talking about fan engagement, but most clubs have been focusing on the in-stadium revenue. So that would be ticketing, merchandise. And now we realize with COVID-19, there's a whole group of fans that may never actually attend a real game. And what our platform does, and what's unique about IQONIQ, is that we help monetize those fans, those 95 to 98% fans that will never actually attend the real game. So if I would imagine this a few months ago, I wouldn't have managed such success. Today we have over or close to about 150 clubs that have signed on board, and we have another about 150 clubs that are in various levels of negotiation. We're definitely seeing amazing growth, especially during these very, very challenging times.
That's great. So we have started with Avi Polak. He's the Chief Commercial Officer at IQONIQ. I do appreciate your time, Avi, and best wishes of success for you and for your company. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care.
Take care.